Hello, nice to see you again. Muslims have always lied to themselves and to us about the death of their Islamic Isa, who they claim is the historical Jesus Christ. But we Christians don't accept or let alone believe that it's the same person anyway, since this supposed Isa is the nephew of Moses. But hey, that's what they said. A side note, we Christians do not need the confirmation of any Muslim, let alone the confirmation of the most obvious fake prophet in history, the Prophet of Islam, Muhammad, or his man-made Quran, that our biblical and historical Jesus Christ did die on the cross, conquered death, and resurrected on the third day to defeat Satan. But you know what? Let us show everyone how Muslim scholars and apologists today try to hide facts in the Quran about the death of the Islamic Jesus. And you will understand in a couple of moments why you should use this very material that I'm about to present to you in this video. So please allow this video to go viral by sharing it all over social media, just to prove how the death of the Islamic Jesus is confirmed in the Quran. In this very video, you will learn how the Muslims today throw the Quran, Allah, and the greatest commentator of all time, Ibn Abbas, under the bus to just deceive their Muslim audience. If there are still truthful Muslims out there, then they need to wake up after watching this video. So without further ado, let us prove to you that Muslims today do not understand the Quran and how the death of Isa is confirmed in this man-made book. On one of the Islamic live shows, where Muslim apologists like Adnan Rashid and Farid Response were doing dawah, a guest came in and he claimed that according to the Quran in chapter 3, ayah 55, Jesus did die and he was raised up to the same place of Allah. Let us listen to the conversation.
Unfortunately, the Quran denies that. The Quran says he was given death and then risen up.
Right, where does the Quran say that he was given death? Show us.
Inni mutawafika wa rafi'u alayk.
Yes, mutawafika is used in two ways in the Quran. Are you aware of that?
Adnan Rashid just deceived the Muslim audience and this poor guest that was mentioning chapter 3 verse 55 of the Quran. The word Tawaffa actually is used around 25 times in the Quran. In 18 times it's mentioned in the context of death or dying. But if the writer of the Quran wants to say Tawaffa as in sleep, as Adnan Rashid wants to claim, then words like night or sleep, for example, must be used alongside of the word Tawaffa in the Arabic language for it to actually mean sleep. Now here's an example from chapter 6 of the Quran, ayah 60, where the word Tawaffa does mean sleep because a word like night is being used alongside it. Here is a translation, and it is he who takes your souls by night. So you see here the word Tawaffa does mean sleep because the word night is used alongside it. And another translation actually proves it again. The word night is used alongside the word Tawaffa for it to mean sleep, as Adnan Rashid wants you to believe that it means sleep. But he's nothing but a liar, and he just deceived this poor guest who doesn't know much about the Arabic language. Now I found a video of an honest Muslim who will confirm what I just said about the word Tawaffa and sleep. He will confirm what I told you, and he will rebuke and expose a liar like Adnan Rashid or Farid Response. He will agree with me. He will confirm that if the word Tawaffa means sleep in the Quran, a word like night or sleep must be used alongside the word Tawaffa for it to actually mean sleep. Watch.
The only time it means sleep is when night or sleep is mentioned alongside Tawaffa. Apart from that, it always refers to death in the Quran, ahadith, and statements of the Sahaba.
Because the word is used in two ways in the Quran, right? One is for death, The other way is for sleep.
Once again, Adnan Rashid accepts that Tawaffa is only used in two ways, death or sleep, and always for the taking of the soul, not the taking of the body, because of course in death and sleep, the body is not taken, rather the soul is, as Allah states in chapter 39 verse 42 of the Holy Quran.
The Quran also uses the same word, exactly the same word, for putting to sleep. Okay, there are references in the Quran that talk about that.
Once again, Adnan Rashid, you have to make sure that you also mention that when Tawaffa is used for sleep, Allah the Almighty mentions night or sleep alongside the word Tawaffa. Apart from that, whenever this word is used in the Holy Quran, it refers to the taking of the soul at death.
And here we are told that Jesus Christ was put to sleep, not killed.
No, Adnan Rashid, you're nothing but a liar and a deceiver, or nothing but an ignoramus who doesn't know his own Quran. Please pick the right option, Adnan Rashid. Here is a correct translation for the same chapter, same ayah, chapter 3, ayah 55. Look what it says. Recall what time Allah said, O Isa, verily I shall make thee die, and I'm lifting thee to myself, Allah says. So you see, Allah just confirmed that He made Isa die. The word is mutawaffika. And you see the words night or sleep are not used alongside the word mutawaffika, which in context only means die. So this is a correct Sunni translation of the word mutawaffika. Did you catch it? So do you see how people like Adnan Rashid or Farid Response are nothing but liars and deceivers who try to deceive their poor, ignorant Sunni audience? What an embarrassing statement, Ya Adnan Rashid. Let us continue bringing down the hammer on people like Adnan Rashid.
All I have to do is, I have to show you from the Quran that the term Tawaffa or Yatawaffa or whatever it has been used for sleep also, and that's all I have to show you. My point would be made.
No, Adnan Rashid, this is not what you would have to do. As we have explained that the Quran uses this word 25 times, and whenever Allah the Almighty causes Tawaffa on a human being, it means death or sleep. And whenever night or sleep is mentioned alongside the word Tawaffa, only then does it refer to the taking of the soul during sleep. Apart from that, when Tawaffa is used without any karina, meaning a separate word of night or sleep alongside it, then it only refers to the taking of the soul at death.
I understand where you're coming from, but now every human being is put to sleep. You die, but you sleep. You're not dead. Your soul is not dead. You agree?
In the Quran, it is called...
Your body is dead, but your soul is not dead.
You see, in the Arabic language, the specific word for death is Mout. Mout.
This is also incorrect. The word Mout is not the only word used for death in the Holy Quran. In chapter 10 verse 46, Allah the Almighty uses Tawaffa for the death of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and all of your translators agree. Apart from the word Tawaffa, Allah the Almighty also uses the word Khala for Hazrat Isa alayhi salam in the Holy Quran. In chapter 3 verse 144, Allah the Almighty states that Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam is nothing but a messenger. All of the messengers before him have passed away. Then Allah the Almighty Himself explains the word khalat as afa mata aw qutila, meaning that khala only takes place through two means, either natural death or the person being killed.
If there was a term, if the term Mout was used for Jesus Christ, then there would be no discussion here. If there was a term, if the term Mout was used for Jesus Christ, then there would be no discussion here. In the Arabic language, the specific word for death is Mout. Mout.
Now, did you listen carefully to what Adnan Rashid just said? He said if the word Mout is used, then there is no discussion that Jesus died. Now let us listen carefully to what Adnan Rashid said one more time before a Muslim pops up and says, Rob Christian, you are forcing words in the mouth of Adnan Rashid that he did not say. Let us listen carefully one more time.
If there was a term, if in this case, if the term Mout was used for Jesus Christ, then there would be no discussion here. In the Arabic language, the specific word for death is Mout. Mout.
So according to Adnan Rashid, if the word Mout is used, then there is no doubt, there is no discussion here that Jesus in Islam did die according to the Quran. That's what Adnan Rashid just said, right? So let me prove to you from Ibn Abbas himself, Hibr al-Ummah, the ink of the Ummah, Tarjaman al-Quran, the translator of the Quran, that Muhammad told the Ummah to go to. Muhammad said, go to Ibn Abbas, that's the cousin of Muhammad, regarding the tafsir of the Quran. Just to make sure, according to the Muslims, who is Ibn Abbas?
Well, Ibn Abbas, the cousin of the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ, and the most qualified person after the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ to ever deal with exegesis. This is mentioned in Sahih Bukhari.
Then let us go to the best and the most qualified person regarding the Quran. Let's see what Ibn Abbas said for the same chapter, chapter 3, ayah 55. Let's go. This is Tafsir Al-Tabari for the Quran, for the same chapter as you see, chapter 3, ayah 55. Now let us see what Ibn Abbas said. This is Ibn Abbas. عن ابن عباس قوله إني متوفيك يقول إني مميتك. What did Adnan Rashid again said? If the word Mout, Mumituka, Mout is used, then there is no discussion that Jesus did die according to the Quran. According to Ibn Abbas, the most qualified, Hibr al-Ummah, the ink of the Ummah, the meaning of Mutawafika, Inni Mutawafika means Inni Mumituka, meaning I cause you to die. Mout, Mumituka, Mout. Oh boy. Ya Muslimin, stop lying to yourselves. Adnan Rashid and others like Adnan Rashid, stop being an ignoramus, stop deceiving the Muslim Ummah. And we can also find on top that it says معنى ذلك, the meaning of that is إني متوفيك وفاة موت. That's said by others. What did Adnan Rashid again say? If the word is Mout, then it is certainly death. There is no discussion about the meaning. It means death. Well, there you go. It says here Mout.
If there was a term, if in this case, if the term Mout was used for Jesus Christ, then there would be no discussion here. In the Arabic language, the specific word for death is Mout. Mout.
Others said the meaning of that is Mout. Mutawafika means Mout. Mutawafika, the word Mutawafika, Inni Mutawafika means Mout. Chapter 3, ayah 55. There you go, Adnan Rashid. You can now start looking for another job because you got humiliated, you got embarrassed in front of hundreds and thousands of people. Guys, you really need to share this video. Christians, you have homework to do. You need to share this very video, let it go viral, so that others like Adnan Rashid, when they ever going to claim that the Islamic Isa, the Islamic Jesus did not die, they are lying. Certainly, soon all these Muslim apologists and Muslim scholars of today are going to be out of a job. Do you see why Islam cannot stand, cannot survive without any lies? How can you defend this cult without lying, without deception? These people have no honor, they have no dignity. This is why they need to lie. The challenge is, if the word is Mout, then there is no discussion. That's what Adnan Rashid said, right? This is really embarrassing. If I was a Muslim, I would feel really embarrassed by now. I really feel embarrassed for you Muslims. Muslims, you are following your scholars, your shuyukh, your Muslim apologists. Well, you just found out that they are lying to you and deceive you. They know better. But without lies, Islam will die.
If there was a term, if in this case, if the term Mout was used for Jesus Christ, then there would be no discussion here. In the Arabic language, the specific word for death is Mout. Mout.
Now, if that's not enough, let us go to Sahih Al-Bukhari. Sahih Al-Bukhari. Let us finish off Mr. Adnan Rashid here, this liar and deceiver. Or any Muslim who claims that the word Inni Mutawafika does not mean death, according to Ibn Abbas. Let's go there. This is Sahih Bukhari in the book form. This is Sahih Al-Bukhari, page 1410, as you see. You can find this quotation between the hadith number 4623 and 22. You see, here is again the same quotation, the same comment by Ibn Abbas. وقال ابن عباس متوفيك مميتك. وقال ابن عباس متوفيك مميتك. Ibn Abbas said, cause you to die. So the word Inni Mutawafika in chapter 3, ayah 55 of the Quran, according to Ibn Abbas, the most qualified mufassir, it means death. Mout, Mumituka, death. Adnan Rashid, you really need to start looking for a new job, because polemics and apologetics is not for you. You are a munafiq, you are a hypocrite, and you have just thrown Ibn Abbas under the bus only to lie and deceive your audience. Any Muslim apologist out there, any scholar who claims that the word Inni Mutawafika in chapter 3 ayah 55 means sleep, you are nothing but a liar and a deceiver according to Ibn Abbas, because according to Ibn Abbas it means death. There you go. It's over. It's a wrap. It's a wrap.
The term Mutawafika can mean two things in the Quran, according to the Quran. One is death, the other is sleep, right? So why would you take one meaning over another?
The reason we take the meaning of death is because, as I explained earlier, the word Tawaffa is used 25 times in the Holy Quran and always refers to the taking of the soul. It can only mean sleep when night or sleep is mentioned alongside the word Tawaffa.
Because the tafsir, the meaning of the Quran, is taught to us by the Prophet and his companions. His companions told us here Mutawafika means a state of unconsciousness, which is sleep.
Adnan Rashid, what do you gain from lying? Which Sahaba said that here Mutawafika refers to sleep? The only commentary from an authentic chain that we have for this word is from the greatest commentators from among the Sahaba, Hazrat Ibn Abbas, may Allah be pleased with him. Let us now hear another Salafi scholar, Tawsif Ar-Rahman, translate the Wafaitani.
कुरान हकीम की सूरत अल-माइदा 117 नंबर आयत है, इसका क्या तर्जुमा करेंगे? नबी कह रहे हैं फलम्मा तवफ़ैतनी, जब तूने मुझे उठा लिया, मुझे फौत कर लिया, मुझे फौत कर लिया, मुझे फौत कर लिया।